after that.
Is Paul's last name?
I am here. Can you hear me?
All right, it is 18:02 on Thursday, September 12th, and I am hereby calling the meeting to order. We should probably start with flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
The flag.
Which is freedom, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Okay. Mr. President, we'll do a roll call. Obviously, Mark's here, Austin's here, I'm here, and then on the phone, Paul Rice, right? Paul, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Okay, and then Rick Fletcher, you're there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. Any changes to the agenda?
No, sir.
Any public comment? No
No.
requests? Okay. Local 3215 report? My understanding that Dustin, the president's on vacation.
Yes, he was trying to get back. They were there. He called me 6 hours out and he said to be here. Let's be on the phone. So he might join
He's
us.
logged on, but he's muted.
Okay.
Dustin, did you want to say anything for local 3215?
Nope, all good. Thank you.
Okay. Volunteer report?
There's no volunteer. Is there any volunteers online?
No, I have one phone number dialed in, but I do not see anybody, any volunteers.
So I just want to take a moment to talk about our volunteers. We had rather large bonfire on the dike last week. We had a very good response. I believe we had 8 or 9 of our volunteers come to it. They stayed out there after I sent the crews home and continued to mop up and keep it going. There was no way we were going to put it out. There was 300 tons of hay in the barn. And so, they were the big bales, big rounds. And so there was no way we were putting that out. They stuck around till 10 o'clock. They came back the next day because the fire investigator for OSFM came out, and him and the insurance company determined they wanted to investigate, but because the heat was so bad, they couldn't. So I volunteered standby for almost 4 hours waiting for the fence company to come out, put a fence around it. And so I really do appreciate their efforts. They've been to the high school game. So last weekend, I had one at the Rainier High School game, and for the first time in a long time, had 3 kids transported within 15 minutes. Several pretty serious injuries. This weekend, or this Friday, is St. Helens, and I have volunteers who will staff the St. Helens varsity game. So the volunteers have generally stepped up. They're responding, they're picking up, and they're taking those special events we have seriously. And I just want to thank them for all that they've been doing. And I just want to make sure we got that out there since none were here tonight.
I agree. Okay, correspondence. None. Consent agenda. Can we have a motion? Should we make a motion to move the consent agenda?
I'll second.
Okay, discussion? Anything? Pretty short this year, or this month. Yeah, that must have been a lot of money.
Was Marina and Company doing the audit? I didn't think they were.
Rick, can you say that again?
I was asking about the Marina and Company check number 75084. I didn't think they were doing the audit, were they?
Hey, Rick, Austin's gonna call you. We got
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Board meeting.
I'm gonna mute my phone real quick, my computer.
You're coming through now. I can hear you through the computer.
I'm just trying to drop off. So.
Okay. I was curious about the marina and company.
Marina Company.
Yeah, check number 7. Yeah, but they weren't doing the audit, were
The
they?
marina company was from the forensic audit. That check was actually cut several months ago, but they lost it, so we had to reissue that check.
Okay.
Yeah, cancel it. Void the first one.
Sorry, boys. That's right.
All right, because I thought they did the forensic audit.
Yeah, they were from a while back.
Okay. All right, thanks, Austin.
System designs, you guys.
So that's the EMS company that does all the EMS phones.
Probably asked that before. What about like the Walter email? So that's just a couple below that, 750.
Oh, that's our janitorial company for supplies for the fire station.
Anything else?
I know we gave you guys the list before of what the results.
Yeah, the vendor report.
We'll bring in what was laminated unless it changes, that we guys glance at, so you gotta know, but yeah, all those are ones we've done before multiple times, so that we go.
Let more to look at it, like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, see if you names I recognize.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay. Take a vote.
Make a motion.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Zimmer did, Gunderson second.
Okay, that's all right.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Okay, all opposed, obviously none, passed. Okay, chief officer's report.
Okay, so a couple things, I reached out to a few of you and let you know that, so Kate and I are working on there's actuals that will be, up to date and is without obviously reconciliation, but in real time as we can possibly make it. Our goal is hopefully have it for you in the October meeting. The positive news is that we believe, or I know we are going to meet our November tax revenues. We'll still have money in the bank. So as of today, roughly just speaking, it's about 2.4 million. After payroll this month, will drop us below 2. With payroll in October and any other bills, we should, I'm hoping, with positive clear into November with probably half to 3/4 million is what our goal is, to carry that over into bringing our tax revenues in. We are still meeting with Inroads. Inroads had some questions, and Kate and I met with Stephanie from Inroads the other day. One of them was on the land. We answered her questions. After speaking with her, I said, we're looking for more long-term line of credit, something that we can draw should we need it, but it's not imperative we have it this very moment. So we're still in the process with that. There was nothing for me to bring to you or put on the board agenda. So probably as we go through this month, I'm hoping to have some stuff for our October meeting, and then we can maybe finalize some things. They're also waiting for our second audit that was due for 22-23, and that one's supposed to be completed later this month. They want to see that, so that was fine. They wanted some clarification on the land. So we're still moving forward with that. We still want that line of credit, but the positive is we are going to meet our payroll and budgetary needs and still have some funds left over, which was more than we were anticipating. So we've been saving and it's been showing. So I appreciate with that. Our call volume is hovering around 550 calls a month, roughly. We do get some mutual aid, and so to give you guys a ballpark idea, for every 100 calls we go on, we probably receive 4 to 5 mutual aids. So that's between class guy and scaffolders. And so we're trying to keep that low. Obviously, budget is tonight. We, as Austin's well aware, we got the instant tsunami that showed up, and we had 7 calls within about 4 minutes. So all those calls came in, scaffolders had to come up on the 3rd call, and they transported. So the mutual aid pack is working, and it's definitely a bonus for us to have good working relations with our neighbors. I think it was the other thing I was going to bring up to you guys. Any questions? What I'm thinking about, I was going to bring this one other minor thing that. Paul, Rick, you have anything you want to ask?
No.
I'm good.
Okay. So As of right now, the positive is we will get into our new tax revenue in November. We do have a back pay that we'll be working on with you and starting next month. I do want to commend local 1315. I meet or talk to them almost daily on a number of issues, and it's been positive. And we're working towards, we are working hand in hand in the development of the next budget and the spending of our current budget. So they're well aware of where we're at, and I'm being as open with them as any chief that I would ever hope for to be, so they know where we're at financially as we move forward. I'm not sure if they're going to negotiate. That's up to them for their CBAs coming up. So they would send us a letter, and then we'll say probably will. And so that'll probably start in January. So we will have some legal fees associated with that when that happens. And then finally, I just want to thank, with our bonfire, every fire district in the county sent us resources to assist. And so we got water tenders from Mist, Vernonia, Klatskanai, and Scappoose all came up. ODF came out and helped, and law enforcement was great on that. It was big. It was a pretty big fire. No real threats other than the primary building that was involved in the church. And it just shows how well the county worked together, and I really want to thank that. So with nothing further, I close Chief's comments.
Good. Right, or business.
We have done.
New business, board policy review discussion, section A, 9 through 12.
So as a sidebar comment, we've initiated the utilization of Lexipol. 1315 has continued to support and go through the policies as we're doing. We probably have another, I would think 60 to 80 bills to put out. And after speaking to the president, our goal is going to be, we're going to try to do 5 a week or 5 at least every 2 weeks. So within the next few months, we should be able to get all the Lexipol policies out. And then we can start developing the policies we currently have that are not in Lexipol and shifting them over and creating policies in Lexipol based upon our old ones. So our goal is before the end of the year to have all our Lexipol policies in place.
Okay. Yeah,
I didn't see anything. Did you see anything in the policy?
no, I didn't see anything crazy. I thought it was good.
I would agree with that as well.
The only question I would have is duties of the secretary treasurer of the board. Does, I guess, when he ensures accurate minutes, that would be when we approve the board meeting minutes?
Correct.
Okay. Then, yeah, that was my only. I didn't know if he was getting special emails or anything like that.
No.
Yep. Give a motion to adopt these policies.
Yep.
Any second?
Second.
Okay, motion to approve.
Hey,
Rick Fletcher says aye.
Great. Well, that one passes.
I said aye.
We got that. Thank you, guys. Okay, board members' comments.
No, I was gonna say, I saw the volunteer even said who got the bonfire, so I see they're pretty active on Facebook too, which I think the community likes. So I was gonna say, good job for that. Awesome job on the fire. I know being a line guy somewhere else, it's huge being able to get back in service, get cleaned up for any medical calls that come. So it just kind of is. It's much appreciated. I appreciate as a board member for you guys volunteering. It's a huge time commitment. It's awesome that you're getting that. Volunteers.
One of the things I want to comment on that is that on our Facebook, at some point in the future, we'll have somebody actually can help manage it. I turn off the comments, and the reason I turn off the comments is I put out some ones for like e-advisory we had a couple weeks ago. Apparently, there's now apps or AI things that actually will load fake data on there, like you'll click on it, and it's called clickbait. I'm sure you guys have heard of that. And so I've been keeping it turned off just for that alone, is because I mentioned about the heat. The very next one that was on there was something said about a heat warning, and you clicked on it and it took you someplace you didn't want to go. And so we've been turning them off. I'd love to read them. I'd like to see the comments in the public as well. But until I can figure out how to avoid the clickbait, I don't know what else to do because it's happening on everybody's
I
side.
know as a public entity, there's a lot of legal involved with comments and all that, so Until, yeah, I think as long as it's legal to turn off the comments until we can get.
I just don't want somebody clicking on it thinking it's a clear website or something that goes to someplace they shouldn't go. And so that's my concern right now. And I'm not versed enough in it to know how to keep people from not getting those.
Not
I mean, yeah, as long as it's legal for us, I don't know, legal for us to turn off the comments, I don't see an issue with it.
I mean, if they haven't, they can still message us, and I have received a number of messages through Messenger, so they can still message if they have a comment or question.
Yeah.
The important thing is that the public just knows that, you know, with the heat advisories, there are places to go and that kind of
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Still can't burn.
Right.
So. Mark?
I would just like to thank all the volunteers for all their efforts and stepping up and doing all those things that are, you know, on their own time. It's fantastic to hear.
Okay, Rick or Paul?
I'd like to thank the volunteers
Yeah.
too. And I don't know if it's just my connection, but the audio is terrible.
Yeah,
Did you hear that?
Same here. Yeah, the audio's kind of rough here too, but I can kind of pick up what's going on.
Right.
Well, I know our home maybe guy, we may have, it's 3 years old, so it might be technologically deleted.
Well, before we adjourn, I'd like to say, I would like to thank the volunteers as well, along with Scappoose and Miss and Klask and I. And I'm sure that there's times when Longview comes over and helps. And I think that's, you know, we're building a very, very important life safety organization. And I just commend everybody, all the parts and pieces that are involved. You know, Austin brought up, you know, when our actually, you know, the firefighters and paramedics have to get back. It's nice to have the paramedics or the volunteers there to do that cleanup and stuff like that, because it gives them more training. And I'm happy to hear that, so.
Those bonfires and stuff, so.
Old wood and hay, yeah, that sounds, yeah, that's crazy. So, okay, well, anything else? Anything for you guys?
Nope, I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay,
Well,
well,
gentlemen,
thank you, and it's 18:19 on Tuesday, the September 12th, and I'm calling adjourned.
Bye, everybody.
See you later, Rick.
Bye, Paul.